Okay, so hey everyone, this is CF13, my very first Mega review, inspired by, and it's sort of a tribute to, DirectX Productions and his review of Quake III Arena. I'm going to review the expansion pack for the PC version called Team Arena. Now, it was released shortly after Quake 3, and it was packaged with Quake 3 Gold, and I believe it was also in the Quake Anthology pack, which I believe is still in stores, so you might want to check that out. Which unfortunately was never really picked up by the Quake community. It was never really a big sort of thing with the Quake community, probably because maybe it wasn't marketed right, or maybe it didn't have enough PR. But it's a really good game, and I'm surprised no one plays it because it is quite amazing. Most of the ideas were original for the time. So I'm gonna take you through. It's just a quick overview. I'm not really gonna do a really in-depth review. I don't want to be so long, So let's do this. Now, the reason I said it was a tribute to DirectX Productions and his review is because he mentioned in his review that his favorite map from the Dreamcast version of Quake III Arena was Blue Monday. Well, here's something for him. There is a free-for-all mode on Team Arena which features 4 new maps as well as all the other maps that are available in Quake 3. One of them is called House of Decay, and it is it's a slightly different colored version, I suppose, of Blue Monday. Now, I don't know if it's a port from the Dreamcast version or if the Dreamcast version is a port from Team Arena, but either way, it's pretty much the same map. It plays exactly the same, and yeah, it's really fast-paced and fun. It also has some rain effects as well. It's got a slightly cooler, color scheme to it, and that's probably because it has to fit some kind of character. Fritzkrieg, which is one of the new free-for-all player models, looks like someone who just came out of World War II, or whatever. Yeah, so the maps in this are really quite original. Actually, they're all completely different, and Quake 3 Team Arena features terrain maps. Yeah, it was one of the first games to actually release terrain maps, where you could actually walk on the terrain. Now, I don't know if Unreal Tournament did that. I think it might have, but it was one of the Quake 3 Team Arena was one of the very first to have terrain which you could walk on, which is neat, I suppose. Yeah, it also has the team maps that feature in the Dreamcast and I believe also the PS2 version, Quake 3 Arena and Quake 3 Revolution. The music, it's not exactly the best. It's not something you'd want to fight to. It's really quite quiet, which sucks because I like fighting to intense, fast-paced music, quite loud music, but instead they give you this sort of slow, quiet, ambient music, which isn't great in my opinion. It's not something I'd really want to fight to. It's not very epic. Yeah, it's always better on the console versions. They do a better job on the console versions. The character design, it's not exactly as varied. It doesn't have a big variety. The character designs are not as unique as the ones in Quake 3, as DirectX Productions mentioned in his review, such as like Orb, the big eyeball thing, and Klesk, the alien, Sorlag, basically, and the big fat guy, Biker. It doesn't have a big range. It just has like 2 base models, and that's pretty much it. You've got a few head models to switch between as well, but apart from that, nah. Okay. And finally, the whole gameplay aspect of it. Very good, I have to say. The new team games, which are Harvester, Overload, and One Flag CTF, very original ideas, and I'm guessing they're id's answer or response to the ones in Unreal Tournament, which were Domination and Assault, both very, very good. But these ones are also unique in the way you have to play them. I mean, yeah, it's still the same objective. You have to score the most points to win and stuff like that. But I don't know, it's the way that you have to actually score points in these game types that are unique. I won't go into too much detail about it, but they are really great fun to play, and they will keep you hooked, especially if you play on that Vortex Portal map, which I must say is really fun. It's probably my favorite, actually. So that's pretty much it for this review. So yeah, that's it. This has been CF13, and Quake 3 Team Arena gets a well-deserved 4.5 out of 5. And I don't know why it hasn't been picked up by the Quake community. It is quite good. I know the characters aren't exactly, they don't have a really large variety as they did in the original game, but it's still quite fun, and it does feature some of the maps that are featured in the Dreamcast and PS2 versions. Well, that's it. CF13 out.